What's up, YouTube? It's me, your boy, the franchise guy, coming at you again with a brand new something or other. I'm not sure what we're really doing here. I haven't really done this before, but guys, we are on Pro Football Focus website right now. We're doing a 2021 mock draft simulator for the Philadelphia Eagles. And honestly, guys, if I had the ability to pick for the Eagles, this is what my top pick would be. Hopefully, everything kind of goes the way I'd like it to go. I mean, I've done some simulations for this before, and it really didn't. It kind of was random, but you see here the settings. We have speeds medium, careful positional values is medium, randomness is medium, draft for needs is all medium. So right there, everything is just set to neutral. But first pick is going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars. As we go to start the draft, here we go, guys. We have Clemson. I just said Clemson. Way to go. Way to go, me. High five. Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Penei Sewell, Jalen Waddle, and Devontae Smith. So pretty wild. The first time I did one of these mock drafts, just to kind of see how the website worked, Lawrence didn't go first overall. Zach Wilson went first overall. Penei Sewell didn't go at all. So Lawrence and Sewell were both available at 6, which is absolutely wild. It went Wilson, then Fields, then it was Waddle, Ja'Marr Chase, and Micah Parsons were all in the top 5, which was absolutely insane. I wish I was recording that one. Unfortunately, I did not record that one, but coming in at 6, if this is what the board is looking like, it's tough between Ja'Marr Chase and Kyle Pitts. The reason I'm saying this is because the Eagles need 2 things. Well, it says right here they need 4 things: quarterback, wide receiver, linebacker, and cornerback. I want to focus on mainly wide receiver, linebacker, and quarterback, and not quarterback at all because they did sign Flacco, but linebacker and corner. I want to count them rounds 2 and 3. Wide receiver, I do like some late round guys. We'll get into them later. But I do think Ja'Marr Chase, if available at 6, is the pick to go right there. Coming at 6, we have Pay. Fields goes there. Lance. Surtain goes to the Cowboys. Slater. Micah Parsons. Farley. I mean, Kyle Pitts to the Patriots. That's pretty scary right there. Nick Bolton went to Washington. I've seen him fall down to the second round a couple of these. Zaven Collins to the Jets. Mac Jones went to the Steelers. J.C. Horn, he's one of my sleeper kind of guys. If he can fall to the second round, I think that's something the Eagles should definitely look to trade up to. Basham Jr. and Samuel Cosmi. So, coming in here late. So you see what we need. We need quarterback, wide receiver, linebacker, and corner. We're not worrying about quarterback. We're not worrying about that at all. But let's take a look at who is here at corner. Corner, we have a couple guys. Definitely super high on Eric Stokes out of Georgia, and Melifolwu out of Syracuse. I don't think any of them will be there at 70. I think Stokes might be able to fall to 70. But I don't think he makes it out of the second round, honestly. I think he's going to be a late second round pick. Kadarius Toney, a good blocking wide receiver out of Florida. Definitely part of the Eagles' scheme, what they need. But we just drafted Ja'Marr Chase in the first round, so I'm not going to double dip on receiver in rounds 1 and 2. Quarterbacks, just take a look who's out here. Quarterback. We have Kyle Trask, who I do like. If they're going to take a project quarterback, if Kyle Trask somehow falls down to round 5, so we can get him around like 156, I would definitely say Kyle Trask would be a good pickup. But that's just my opinion on Trask. But then if you want to go to offensive tackle, we have Alex Leatherwood, and Walker Little. I do like Walker Little out of Stanford. But at 37, I want to take him. Honestly, if I'm in this position, we're not going to look at linebacker. We're going to look at Creed Humphrey here at pick. He's ranked 69, but he will not make it out of the second round. So he is going to be probably a bit of an overdraft. So honestly, we might trade back for him at Oklahoma, though. But I do think Creed Humphrey is the best interior lineman in this draft. He can play guard. He can play center. Eagles have problems at guard right now. Isaac Seumalo really isn't it. Brandon Brooks was hurt all last year. I mean, sure, they have Jack Driscoll, but is Jack Driscoll really the answer for guard? And we're going to do when Jason Kelce retires. He does come back for this season, but next season it's going to be, hey, is Jason Kelce going to retire? But Creed Humphrey can slot right in, learn from one of the best undersized centers, and, just kind of be him. So they're definitely going with Creed Humphrey here at pick 37. It definitely helps with the offensive line problems. We're not really drafting to need or what the team needs right there. So going a little bit off the board. You saw Jabril Cox go down. I am a big fan of Jabril Cox. I would, if available, I would take Jabril Cox. But I do think we can find some good wide receivers and linebackers and even some corners late. Like we saw Kyle Trask just went. Kyle Trask went a little early, honestly, in my opinion. I think he could have. I think he should have having fun because I think who took Trask? Wasn't it a team that definitely did not need Kyle Trask? I believe. Where's Trask at? Was it the Ravens? No, Ravens took Najee Harris. Seahawks took Kyle Trask. So Kyle Trask, I guess, fits right there. You gotta think Kyle Trask, could possibly fit that same offense as current quarterback Russell Wilson, depending on what they want to do with him. If they want to trade him or do anything with him. All right. Take a look at linebacker. We have Chaz Surratt right here. I do like Chaz Surratt out of North Carolina. I also like Dylan Moses out of Alabama. Definitely at 115. So I definitely think at 84 I could try and target either Surratt or Dylan Moses. So I think linebacker really just a couple more picks for. Corner. Let's see. We have Shakar Brown out of Michigan. Benjamin St. Justice. Definitely a big fan on him right there. So I do see right here Shaun Wade. Shaun Wade's a nice big one right here out of Ohio State. Definitely going to be a top cornerback prospect in this draft. I definitely think at 70 is a very good value to take him. And let's take a look at wide receiver. Wide receiver, we're going to go with, not going with anyone, but Amon-Ra St. Brown. Dude's disgusting. I think definitely as a late round draft pick, of not like a day 2 draft wide receiver to be taken. Him and Sage Surratt also could be good late round. I keep saying late round, but I do mean middle round. But you also have guys like Nico Collins, going to be available probably in the 4th round. And Anthony Schwartz, probably the fastest player in the draft right here, who should probably be available in round 5, I want to say. Maybe round 4 or 5. I'm really bad at thinking of where draft picks should fall. Like what numbers draft picks should fall in. But I definitely think at 70 we've drafted a lineman, we've drafted a receiver. I think Shaun Wade is the pick to go right here. Definitely can help. We could put Shaun Wade. You could show some more on Shaun Wade right here. Take a look at his grades. Definitely not what I was looking for right there. Draft guide. Pull that up. There you go. Take a look at him right here. I think 39 receptions on 61 targets, and he's averaged about 50% deflection rating. So I think he's a top player right here, especially at corner. He's 6'1". He can play the outside. So I think with the Eagles, with only having slot corners currently and only Slay on the outside, I think Shaun Wade's a good pairing right there for the Eagles. Brown, Mayfield, Cade Johnson, Tyson Campbell, Perkins, Ben Cleveland, who's also a pretty good one right there. Forfeited was the Patriots pick right there. Amon-Ra St. Brown just went off the board right there. It's a bit unfortunate right there. I think he's a bit of a sleeper in this draft. I don't think enough people are talking about him currently because of more or less just how good the top couple guys are. I think they're kind of stealing the show right now. We got linebacker right here. Chaz Surratt, Dylan Moses, even Monty Rice out of Georgia. I do like Monty Rice. But I think Surratt right here at 84. It's a good picker up right there. Helps the Eagles linebacker. And it definitely could be a guy that can fill in. I think you need to have him play a bit, kind of ease him into things. He's not going to be a day one starter. Even players like Micah Parsons, who's going to be a first round linebacker, aren't all the way there. I feel like I think players like Micah Parsons, I think he slightly lacks in the coverage, especially in zone coverage. So I think it's gonna be a bit of a learning curve for him between college and going to the NFL. So I definitely think that taking Surratt there definitely helps. He goes in the linebacking core, but definitely think going into pick 150, trying to watch makes their players I'm looking for, see if they go off the board right now. But I definitely think wide receiver right here could definitely help. I know tight end is another question mark right now for the Eagles. Chuba Hubbard just went. Hubbard's another guy, fourth round guy, fifth round guy. Nico Collins just went. So that definitely hurts on the wide receiver core or the wide receiver draft board. All right, taking a look at we're not worrying about offensive linemen right now. Who's available for quarterback? Just wondering. Kellen Mond, Ellinger, Franks. So nothing too special there at quarterback. Oh, I forgot I have to deselect it apparently. And just take a look at it. Anthony Schwartz still here at 171. So definitely think we could wait just to probably about pick him up a little, probably with our second pick in the round. But wide receiver Rico. I do like Rico right here out of Hawaii. And anyone else? Let's see. That's probably about it right there. I do like him, Schwartz and Rico. Let's go with linebacker. Take a look who's available here at the linebacking position. I love the fact you have to deselect the one you're currently on. We're getting to the part right here where any kind of pick is gonna be a make or break pick. You're not expecting your 5th round draft pick to start. So you could maybe look to draft a developmental guy this late in the draft. And even look to go to position maybe safety. They just brought in Anthony Harris to be their strong safety. So I think that definitely drops the slight need for a safety. I think Reed Blankenship here out of Middle Tennessee could be a decent pickup right there in the later rounds. Now let's take a look at who's still available at corner. Corner, I think, is a big one still that the Eagles are always really gonna need. And not corner at go interior D line. All right, interior D line. Anyone I'm seeing really? Not well. I mean, out of Florida, Slayton right here. I do like Slayton. I think he's a big part of that Florida defense. And let's take a look at edge, because Eagles can always use enough edge right there because they don't really know what they have at their edge currently. I think is Josh Sweat gonna be the guy? Is Derek Barnett gonna sign a long-term deal with the Eagles? Who really knows right there? I do think. I do like Twyman out of Pittsburgh. That was Pittsburgh, right? I just say like the wrong school. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's go with So we're in a tough position right here. I think in a position right here, the Eagles might be best to probably trade back to relook at the board, relook at what they need. But I think if you're looking at best player available, it's definitely going to probably be on the defense. So I think maybe out of Hufanga at USC right here would be a decent pick right up. Twyman right here out of Pittsburgh. I think we're going to go with 150. I do believe probably double dipping at cornerback right now probably be the best bet right now with Israel. Got to pick up Israel right there with the 150th pick. Twyman goes to the Jets at 154. Now, I think at 156, double dip at wide receiver, definitely probably go with one of the fastest players in the draft, and that's going to be Anthony Schwartz. Now, I definitely think Anthony Schwartz, definitely one of the fastest players in college football right now. I think he can definitely fit the Eagles' scheme as an outside threat because I think they're definitely lacking at that outside position right now. I think Eagles' current wide receiver core is Jalen Reagor, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, Greg Ward, the quarterback that's transitioned to a wide receiver. They just got rid of Djax. They got rid of Alshon. So they're really not sitting pretty at the wide receiver position. They do have Quez Watkins and John Hightower. Watkins and Hightower were both definitely spent time on the injured list, which is a alarming thing right there to think about, especially that they got drafted. David Moore at Central Michigan. Just highlighting David Moore at Central Michigan right there, honestly. Alright, pick 189. Take a look who's available at tackle currently. Not really seeing anyone of big value right there. I think at tackle to go offensive lineman right there. Running back, take a look at running back. Definitely a position you would want to take a running back this late in the draft. I do like Puka Williams Jr. right here. I'm a believer in Puka Williams out of Kansas. Now at pick 189, is that a position you'd want to draft a running back? You could pair him up definitely, probably pretty well with Miles Sanders. If not Sanders, Puka Williams take the starting spot from Sanders. So I think definitely go with Williams right there. Puka Williams Jr. at pick 189. You see a bunch of running backs off the board right there. Definitely, I think start a little bit of a trend. Reed Blankenship goes to the Houston Texans right there. So he was someone that was on our board. But unfortunately, he got picked up right there. Seeing a couple quarterbacks go right now. A couple late round guys. Stevenson, Virgil. Alright, going some edge players right now. Larry Rountree, a bunch of more running backs. Tight end, definitely just a lot of running backs just went off the board. I think every running back that's probably still available actually just went off the board right there, which is pretty crazy. But we have picked 224 and 225. So this is definitely going to be kind of a who do you like, and you pick the second one next. I think Mustafa Johnson out of Colorado. I do like Mustafa Johnson right here. They always can use more interior D-line help. You never know with the new defensive coordinator what their system's going to be. So I definitely think if we do have offensive linemen available, like Cole Van Lanen out of Wisconsin, take a flyer out on him at 224, especially if he's dropped a bit. And I do think Demetrius Taylor out of Appalachian State could be a good late round guy. Mustafa Johnson, though, I do like Mustafa Johnson, and I would always use more interior D-line help with the Eagles because that's all they draft. That's all they draft. That's all they sign for agency is interior D-line help. They don't know what edge rushers are. They don't know what anything is. Just interior D linemen. All right. Pick 234. We didn't really look at the tight end position right now because tight end, it's kind of a flyer right now with the Eagles because they haven't traded Zach Ertz yet. And I understand that Kyle Pitts is definitely the best athlete in this year's draft. Hands down, he is the best athlete. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He is the best all-around athlete in the draft. But I just don't think with Zach Ertz still on roster, I don't think you draft Kyle Pitts, especially with a a mix between Ertz and Goddard. I definitely think you have your tight end position locked down. That really isn't a risk right there. But Justin Rice out of Arkansas right here. Arkansas State definitely with that linebacker depth right there. Just going to get some guys that can be some developmental players. And we're going to get down here. Let's take a look who's going to be our last pick 240. Quinn Bohannon, Taquan Graham. This could probably be a position you might want to take a. You could take a tight end right, down here. See who you got. Joshua Bledsoe, Griffith for corners, Zach McPherson, Nahshon Wright. All right. Interior offensive lineman. Take a look who's available. We did draft Creed Humphrey though earlier. We did take 2 linemen. We took an interior and an exterior offensive lineman. So I don't think lineman's a position you want to look at currently this slate. Go definitely to safety. And let's take a look. Trey Dean out of Florida. It's a good one right here. I do like Trey Dean. And Leon O'Neal Jr. out of Texas A&M. But I do think Trey Dean definitely has more upside. And I think it could definitely be a position that you can use him to build depth with a young core, potentially with Dean and Kevon Wallace. But let the draft finish up right here. Hopefully take a look at who our full draft was. And Buccaneers right there with the whatchamacallit. So, take a look at the draft right here. They go rank us as a B right here. I think we did pretty well, honestly, though. I think giving Creed Humphrey, though, a C+, and I definitely think Creed Humphrey and Shaun Wade, only a C+ is, I think, undervaluing both players. I do think drafting Creed Humphrey value-wise at 37 is a bit of an overdraft. I think a mid to early 40s pick for Humphrey would be definitely more suitable for him. But at 37, we're not worrying about draft or trading back and whatnot. So we just want to kind of pick him where we stood. Shaun Wade right here out of Ohio State. I could see why it's a C+. I mean, you could go for other corners. There are other corners available we could have taken, but I do think Shaun Wade might have the better ceiling opposed to all of them. Chaz Surratt right there, North Carolina, 84 at even. Pro Football Focus said that's a good pick right there. Again, late round corner right here, and Mukamu at C+. And then Anthony Schwartz, B+. I mean, high flyer, dude's gonna be a burner in the NFL. Running back depth here at Puka Williams, and with Cole Van Lanen at tackle at Wisconsin. Some guys, you go short to a bunch of offensive linemen. None of them actually turn out to be anything super great. So definitely think, just not the more the merrier, but you bring in more talent, the better chance you have at finding someone who can actually stick. Mustafa Johnson right here out of Colorado. I do like that one. I think he could be definitely a guy that could possibly be a third D tackle or even a DT2 for the Eagles. Justin Rice, definitely a guy who can compete for a starting spot, I think. Not really necessarily a starting spot. I think he could be a top rotation linebacker and then probably compete for a starting spot in year 2 or year 3 of his career. And Trey Dean, pick 2 for just some safety depth right there. But they give us a B right here, which I'm okay with. I'll accept a B right there. But YouTube, though, how do you guys think? Do you think we deserve this B right here? Do you think drafting Jamar Chase at 6 and everyone else we drafted right here was the right pick? Do you think we should go on with Kyle Pitts? Let me know in the comments down below. But until next time, YouTube, peace out, rock on through class, and have a great day, I guess. I don't know.